this is a video game, that's negative 38 points to do that to me and anyone else. And so I actually started, that's where the idea sort of came from. And then I imagine a person, this is what I told Kristen when I pitched her the idea. I said, your character is that driver of that fourth car, and if I honked at you, you would flip me off and drive away. So the actual genesis of it was this imaginary person who would do something like that, and then it sort of started to fill in the blanks. And then honestly, a big part of Ted's character came from after I pitched the show to him. He said, I like this idea, I have some questions. And I said, great. And then he asked me like 30 of the most incisive and sort of brilliant questions that anyone's ever asked me about it. And I was like scrambling like a maniac. And a lot of his character came out, the fact that this is the first neighborhood he's ever designed, that was essentially Ted's idea. That wasn't part of the original pitch. So a lot of this idea actually did start from character. It's just disguised in a kind of bigger premise.
All right, one last question.
So my question can be for anybody who wants to answer it, but what characters from any of the shows you've worked on do you think would make it to the Good Place?
I mean, I think Leslie Knope's got a pretty good shot. Anyone's gonna make it, she will, I would say. I don't know. All of them, everybody from Cabin in the Woods, definitely.
No, they're all. The merman, I would say.
Merman, yeah.
How about Ted and Kristen? Any of your characters you think make it to a good place?
I mean, mine's pretty obvious, because Ron Mars is definitely going to the Good Place.
I think my character on board is so stoned and he doesn't really
Yeah, he'll be in the bad place, but someone will say, you're in the good place, and he'll be like, cool.
And we know where Sam Malone ended up, so.
Can I just say one more thing about Drew? The fact that Drew, who did the pilot, then was going to go off and run off and do other obligation stuff he had to do, hung around, to me, was one of the highest compliments to this show. And it made me so happy that someone as talented as you chose to stick with this show.
It comes all the time.
Yeah, it's really...
Is somebody recording this? Because I have to show my mom this. Put this on Facebook later. Look, I've been very fortunate. I've been doing this 20 years now, and I have never seen a cast like this. And I've worked with incredible cast, but I've never seen, it comes down to this man to my right here, and our cast. It's special, and we hope that comes across on the screen as well. But you just sort of grab a hold of people that you believe in and hold them tight, and sometimes they don't make you leave. And luckily they didn't make me leave, which is nice. Well, thank you all for making television great again. And we will be watching